Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, our next bout of the evening is a showdown in the Quest Novice Heavyweight Division. So please put your hands together and welcome our first fighter into the arena. Making his Quest Boxing League debut, please make some noise for Jimmy Woodham. And his opponent, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, we now welcome into the arena, making his second appearance in the league here tonight. Make some noise and welcome Alec Zaimovic. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, our next bout of the evening. So introducing to you first, standing in and boxing out of the blue corner, tonight representing Thor's Gym and making his Quest Boxing League debut. Please make some noise for Jimmy Slice Woodham. His opponent tonight standing across the ring and boxing out of the red corner. Tonight representing Knowles Green Boxing Club. Please make some noise and welcome Alec Zaimovic. This novice heavyweight contest will be fought over 3 2-minute rounds. Our timekeeper of the bell, Mr. Peter McCann. Our referee in charge, Mr. Jimmy Horney.
So up next tonight, we've got the heavyweight contest between Jimmy Woodham and Alec Zaimovic. And we're talking about how tall Zaimovic is. Woodham's not the shortest fellow in the world, is he? Has he got to be 6'6"?
They're fairly matched.
I was watching Zaimovic come to the ring, and with Woodham, you've got to deal with the fact you've watched this guy. The only video footage of him you've got him is a fantastic, spectacular knockout. He's tall, he's quite an imposing figure, and he walked to the ring with a massive grin on his face. That's got to be slightly concerning, but Woodham probably not phased at all.
No, Woodham started this round well.
Woodham started fantastic, yeah.
And the thing is, look, Zaimovic has that fantastic knockout, but he's 21 years of age. He's had one fight. Woodham's the older man, he's got more experience. So, you know, impose yourself on him. He's 14 years older than him, which means he's more than likely been in the gym a lot longer, you know.
Yeah, he's got a bit more experience, a few more fights, and he's also got one of the best ring names. Jimbo Slice.
Not bad, is it? The thing is, with that knockout Zaimovic scored last time, Jackson played right into his hands and was walking into him. That's a good right hand there, though, and a good left hook to follow it up. I don't feel like Woodham is going to make that mistake and, you know, charge right into him. He's tall, he's long, he's on that back foot. Just there, he almost went a bit too much on the back foot and sort of left his chin slightly off balance. And Zaimovic made him pay with a right hook in the left hand.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think if Zaimovic is going to build on that fantastic knockout, he's going to have to work a little bit harder for it. Like you said, Jackson just offered it up for him, didn't he? And he took the opportunity. But Woodham, at the moment, is not doing that.
That's nice work.
And actually, of the pair of them, Woodham's probably landed the better of the shots.
Yeah, it's a good first round, this. Woodham's probably taken over the pace a little more, but Zaimovic is, you know, he's getting a little bit of a foothold in this now. He's starting to push Woodham back. I think Woodham's done the slightly better work, but a good first round.
Yeah, I think Woodham definitely started the round the better of the two, and then I think it sort of evened out towards the back end of the round. Which for me, purely because of the first 30, 40 seconds of that round, I'm going to give it to Woodham.
This is the thing, Dan. These are short rounds, so the first 30 seconds, that's a quarter of the round. Do you know what I mean? It's a big chunk of the round, so, you know, I think some judges have a tendency just to look at what happened at the end of a 3-minute round. But, you know, and forget what the first minute and a half. A minute and a half of these rounds is 3/4 of it. So you have to remember who started well, and I agree with you. I think that, you know, close round, but starting strong is so important in these 2-minute rounds.
Yeah, I don't know if you remember back to when boxing in Germany had a bit of a platform. You had like Arthur, Abraham and stuff like that. They would do nothing for literally 2.5 minutes, and then 30 seconds come alive and win a round.
Still around, yeah. Sugar Ray Leonard against Marvin Hagler. You know, it's a good tactic. You know, it's the last thing a judge sees before he scores the round. So, you know, you can steal him, but you can't forget what's done early on. And he moves nicely as well. He moves nicely on that back foot. It's quite agile for a big fella. You know, standing, you know, 6'4", 6'5". And works the body nicely too.
Yeah, good work there from Woodham. Which is quite unusual for a big guy. I know they're up against other big guys because they're heavyweights, but you don't tend to see a lot of well thought out body shots, do you?
No. I like Zaimovic's work, but I like to see a little bit more authority with it. Just with that right hand, he was sort of pouring out at the jab and just throwing it on its own. You know, switch the shoulder, feint with it, double it up, hook off of it. Just give a little bit more variety, and then when you do want to throw, commit, get yourself through, because he's not really earning Woodham's respect here with these shots. I mean, he's boxing well, but it's still a close round.
Yeah, the problem that Zaimovic has got here is that he's not really imposing himself.
Yeah, that's better work.
I actually think he's got the better work in this round, but it's too few and far between for me. And I think the fact that Woodham is more than happy to go and impose himself and push Zaimovic back, that may play into the play up to the judges.
I do feel like the jab, though, has been a bit more effective by Zaimovic in this round. I think, personally, I have him just a touch in front, and that's nice work from the corner there.
Yeah.
You know, that jab is not the most authoritative, but it is landing. And Woodham needs to respond with his own jab here. You don't want to get out-jabbed in a 3-2-minute rounder because the points accumulate.
So the difference in this round is that Woodham's thinking about what he was doing, whereas in the last round he come out and just done his work.
Yeah.
And
he's
that's
also
sort of playing into...
He's also had that jab to deal with as well.
Yeah,
That'll make you think. What are you saying, Zaimovic?
I think so, yeah. Yeah, I think that was a much better round from Zaimovic. And neither of them dominated either round, to be fair. I think Woodham dominated the first 30 seconds, 40 seconds of that first round, which gave him, in our opinion, gave him the round. Whereas Zaimovic, he sort of played a little bit of smash and grab here and there, didn't he, with that?
You know, there's a reason it's the best punch in boxing, the jab. You said that Woodham was thinking more in that round. Well, when you've got a 6'4" jab coming at you constantly, even if it's just not hurting, it's just annoying, it makes you think, it throws your rhythm off. And, you know, I think whoever establishes their jab in this round will be favoured to win, because it's been a close fight and it makes a difference. Nice body shot from Zaimovic. Doesn't want to get trapped in that corner.
Woodham's just hesitating a bit too much.
Yeah, and he had him in the corner there, but he gave him a great big escape. You know, didn't trap him. And it's those small things that give you time to relax as a fighter in the ring. And he's got a big cut on his left eyebrow there too.
Woodham.
That's a nasty cut.
It's certainly a bleeder. I can't see how bad the cut is, how big it is, but it's certainly a heavy bleeder. Looks like it's around the side of the eye, just dabbing away at it there.
If you're Zaimovic, jab it.
Yeah, go to work on it.
Yeah, it's a target. When you're up close, just give it a little knock. Do you know what I mean? When you're in the clinch, just hit it. Try and worsen it. It sounds horrible, but these are the things that will keep you in control in a fight like this.
Yeah.
You know, nothing illegal, but you're just targeting it. I think Zaimovic is boxing well now.
Yeah.
I think Woodham's sort of attacking in straight lines here and walking onto the shots. The one thing we said not to do early on.
Yeah, I think after that first, like I said, first 30 seconds to a minute, 40 seconds of that first round, Zaimovic has just sort of grown and grown, hasn't he? And he's made this his own fight.
You know, fair play to him, because again, it took an adjustment. It's a different opponent, someone that's game and firing back, equally sized. You know, I think this is good boxing in this round too from Zaimovic. Just using his brain and using his jab and using his legs. Three things that can make a fight a bit easier for you to win.
I will say though, Woodham's not just bowed out and accepted a defeat, is he? He's more than tried all the way through that, and I think it was a close fight with just better work coming from Zaimovic.
Yeah, I think Zaimovic, I think he won those last 2 rounds. I think, look, I say it all the time, the jab won in that fight, because it disrupts your opponent's rhythm, it sets your shots up, it makes your opponent over-eager to try and work your jab out and walk into your shots. And worst case, puts them on the back foot as well.
I'm trying to see if I can get a glimpse of this cut and how bad it is. I've just been dabbing away with the...
It's on top of the eyebrow.
I don't think it was as bad as it looked. I'm not sure, I can't really see it, but it looks like quite a thin cut, but those surface cuts, they do tend to bleed quite a lot, don't they? There was certainly a lot of blood coming from it.
Anything on the forehead, the top of the head, bleeds profusely. Looks a lot worse than it is. So we're going Zaimovic 2-1 there.
Yeah, I'm going to go with that. But it was that was a good fight. It was a good fight that both fighters were in the whole way through. And sort of felt that either one could cause each other trouble at any point, couldn't you?
Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, please show your appreciation for both boxers stood here in the ring. Well, ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of boxing, we go to the judges' scorecards with a unanimous decision. Your winner of the bout, in the red corner, Alec Zaimovic.
Yeah, unanimous decision win there for Zaimovic, and good performance from him, good performance from Woodham. Yeah, it's difficult. I think where Woodham is a little bit older, I don't know if that's one you'd want to see again. It's
you know, Zaimovic is 21 years old. He's got one of the best knockouts we've seen on Quest, and he's just shown he has a good boxing brain too. That's a really, really good fight for him, a good development fight for him. So no, I don't think it was one that really warrants a rematch personally. You know, it's one in which he can push on. Woodham, you know, he's a good fighter, he's in there, he's game, he's got a good support. You know, we'll see him in there with other fighters. But I think Zaimovic, I think he can build off that. I mean, he's young, he's big, he's strong, he can punch, and we've just seen he can box as well.
Yeah, I think Woodham's got the potential to beat a lot of fighters in the heavyweight division on Quest. I think he's a decent enough fighter, but I think that's a testament to just how good Zaimovic is and can be.
100%. Yeah.